Hey y'all, and welcome back to the channel. It is another beautiful morning here in Washington State. Early morning. I'm talking 2 a.m. I am up and at 'em for some reason, so I figured while I'm up I might as well do something constructive. So let's talk about a knife. So the knife in question is the CRKT CEO. A really slick, sleek, executive style knife. Let's dig into it a little more. So, like I said, we're talking about the CRKT CEO. Picked this one up probably 3 weeks ago. I've had my eye on it, or a version of it, for quite some time. And my local sporting goods store got them in stock. And my local sporting goods store got them in stock, so I had to pick one up, even though it is not the version I wanted. So the version I wanted was the Blade HQ exclusive. Micarta handles, micarta scales, should I say, with the D2 blade. They dropped that like 3 or 4 days after I bought this knife, so I was like, damn, but I'm still happy with my purchase. This one in particular is 8CR13 MOV steel. Get a closer look at this again. Almost like a scalpel shape to the blade, which I really like. Alright, giving you guys a bit of a better look at this knife, we'll talk about some technical specifications. The blade is 8CR13 MOV. Runs on the IKBS ball bearing system. Scales are glass reinforced nylon. No reversible pocket carry clip. It is what it is. It's tipped down only. Sort of falls in line with the whole executive design. Meant to be worn in a front pocket, I suppose. And with a very low-key, non-obtrusive pocket carry clip. This does just have the thumb stud on it for opening. One of the newer versions actually has a finger flipper as well. This thing, the blade absolutely flies out. It's got a really good ball D10, and the ball bearing system on it makes it almost feel assisted when you do open it, but it is not. So yeah, really nice knife, real slick, sleek, lightweight. I think this thing only weighs in at 2.1 ounces. 2.1 ounces, so it is extraordinarily light. Fits my hand really well. Almost like a mini little katana. I love it. No jimping to speak of. Bear with me, guys. No jimping to speak of on the spine of the blade, or on, yeah, really anywhere. It's just designed to be slick, sleek, and yeah, something that's a bit of a classy carry. I've been carrying this thing ever since I bought it as like a secondary knife. So I've been carrying this thing ever since I bought it as like a bit of a backup secondary knife. Hasn't seen too much use, to be honest. It's probably going to be more of a letter opener than anything, but I did want this knife bad. Not that I dress up very often, but when I do, this is going to be the knife that I carry for sure. It's just slick, it's sleek, it blends in. I love the blade shape, and the bearing system is amazing. This thing just really flies out. And one-handed operation, if you're savvy enough. So yeah, CRKT CEO, we covered some tech specs and sort of what I think of the knife. Let's do a little cutting. Something I haven't done too much with this knife. So, all right, guys, let's do some cutting. So we've got our usual 550 here and our old cutting board. So let's see what she can do. Man, this thing just flies open. Let me do that one more time for you. Alright, cutting. Let's do it. Like I said, I haven't done much cutting with this thing. Boy. Okay, I'm impressed. Cut pretty well. Pretty much press cutting through all that stuff. Yeah, impressed. Very slicey blade. The 8CR is not going to retain an edge quite as well as other blade steels. But again, if you don't mind sharpening your knife, which I don't, then that's not going to be too much of an issue. This is a Chinese blade. It's made in China. But again, the finish is great. Blade centering is good. No wobble, no play in the pivot, which is really surprising. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for cutting. Let's wrap this video up. What do you say? Alright guys, that's going to wrap this video up. I really appreciate you watching. I personally like this knife. It's pretty sweet. Definitely fun to fidget with, and if I ever do find myself in a dressed up situation, I know exactly which knife I am picking. Yeah, CRKT CEO came in at $39.99. So this particular version is very affordable. Very affordable. Like I said, there are different versions of this with D2 steel and micarta handles and whatnot, and those can go all the way up to about $70, $75. So I will leave a link at the top of the description below for this knife, and you can look at the other variants when you click on the link. So alright, thanks for watching. Thank you for the continued support in the channel. I'm going on a bit of an uploading flurry here lately because for the past couple days we've been snowed in, actually, and me driving a Mustang, I'm not going anywhere in the snow. So that being said, I'm going to wrap this thing up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the continued support of the channel. It's sitting at 89 subscribers, and yeah, I put out a video on the Kershaw bare knuckle. This knife right here. I put out a video on this yesterday, so if you want to go check that out, I will leave that linked up here, I believe. Is that right? Up here or up here? I think it's up here. Either way, I'll leave a link to the video, so if you want to go watch that, go check it out. Alright, we'll see you on the next one. Later.